Classics.com.
It's a story about me, about me, and how I didn't have nobody but me. I was raised by my mama, single mama. We ain't had no money and no fathers till a man came around in my life named Morris. Even though I wasn't his stand kid, he turned around and started to adore me. And though he was hard-headed as hell, it was five of us. He didn't turn his back on me for shit, and that's why I loved him. I know it happened a long, long time ago, but it still hurts me. So I'll be forever young. I'll be forever young. Forever young. I'll be forever young. I'll be forever young. I'll be forever young. I was only 16, on my way to high school. Kicked out on the streets. Remember I'm in high school. I'm wondering what did I do. Went to my homie D, and asked him, can I stay with you, bro? But Moke, where would you go? After that, my older brother, you done found out. And he said, Moke, you can come to my house. And he ain't asked me for no rent or nothing. And now I got it, he don't want for nothing. I know it happened a long, long time ago, but it still hurts me. So I'll be forever young. I'll be forever young. I'll be forever young. Forever young. I'll be forever young. I'll be forever young. I'll be forever young. I'll be forever young.
Y'all make sure y'all click that like button. What's up? What's up? What's up? It's the Moke Show. Like I say, I know I ain't been on here, but make sure y'all click the like button. I just got a whole lot of stuff going on, a lot of important stuff, a lot of business moves, a lot of stuff I'm got going on. So y'all just make sure y'all click that like button. You know what I'm saying? And I will start giving up some little tips on something here and there about like a business and stuff like that. Yeah, let me go and fix that, put it in the middle. Okay, that's about right. Yeah, let's see, move this a little bit there. All right, there we go. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah. So when y'all watching, make sure y'all click the like button. Make sure y'all come all the way in to the live. And when you're watching, just come all the way into the live. Come all the way in and yeah, don't watch it from your news feed. Come all the way into the live. And then, like I say, make sure you click the like button, stuff like that. All right. So we off and rolling. We off and rolling. All right. So what we're gonna talk about tonight is for women. This is a very, very important question that you need to ask yourself as a woman. Okay. Very important question. I mean, extremely. Probably one of the most important questions that that you need to know about yourself going forward. You know, today. You know, you need to know this about yourself. As a woman, you need to know whether you are an uplifter or are you a terrorist. You need to know the difference between an uplifter and a terrorist in your household. Okay? You need to know the difference. Okay? Now I'm going to explain the differences between them. I'm going to explain the differences. When you were a terrorist in your household, you know, you would come in and you will try to change everything based on what you want. Whether it's bad or good, it's all about you. You'll try to get your way by any means. You'll go against the man you with. You'll go against him. You'll cause havoc. You'll always have him stressing. You do nothing to help. All you do is cause conflict, and that's all you do. You do nothing to help. Nothing at all. You do nothing to help this man at all. That's how you know whether you're a terrorist. Okay? A lot of women will get with men. They'll get with men. She'll meet the man, and the man would be on his shit. He would be he'd be doing everything that he's supposed to be doing, right? He'd be doing everything that he's supposed to be doing. And she'll be like, oh my God, I like this dude. You know, I like him. You know what I'm saying? I like this dude. And then the woman will get with him and things will start going downhill for this guy, right? And you'd be like, man, he lied to me. This is what you'll think. You'll be like, he lied to me, right? The guy didn't lie to you. He didn't lie. See, the thing is, when you're a terrorist, and men know whether women are a terrorist or they are a helper. Okay? You either a helper or you a terrorist. That's it. There's no other, it's either you say, if I can go and ask your man, you got two choices. It's either she's a helper and an uplifter or she a terrorist. That's it. Helper and uplifter on the same side. So if you say I'm a helper, that means you're an uplifter. Okay? So as a man, your man knows the difference. your man knows the difference whether you're an uplifter and a helper or you're a terrorist. He knows. Okay. And judging on his reaction to everything, on how he moves, a man can be moving a certain way when you meet him because he's used to his thoughts, meaning he just got to do his thoughts and he ain't got to worry about what you think about it. Right? That's all. He ain't got to worry about what you think about it. And that's why when you meet that man, he seems like he's on his shit when you meet this man. That's what it seems like. You're like, oh my God, he's on his shit. That's because he didn't have a terrorist around him. He didn't have a woman who everything he did, every move he make, he had to think about, okay, I'm going to go this way. But when I go this way, I know she can do something to conflict that or mess it up. So I got to think. So you would think that this man don't know what he's doing. No, he would do what he was going to do if you wasn't around. It's just he knows you're there. He knows you there, and he knows that if he don't think 3-6 different ways, then the whole thing can collapse. He knows this, so he thinks a little different when you're around because he knows that one mistake on your part would be detrimental. So that means if you look at a man and he's doing what he's supposed to do when you meet him, and then after you start dating him, it seems like he slowed down on that. That means you're a terrorist, young lady. That means you're a terrorist. You are a terrorist of a woman. You need to know the difference going forward, whether you with somebody today or something like that. You need to know if you're a terrorist in your relationship or if you're a helper or uplifter. The helper and the uplifter are the same thing. A terrorist is a person who will tear their house down. You'll make that man start doing moves that he don't have no plans in making, but he got to do it because he knows I can't just move 100 miles an hour going left. She's going to do something to mess that up. She's going to do something to mess up my movements. And then once everything messes up, she's going to blame me and I'm the one to blame. Okay. So when it gets to this point, for all the men watching, when it gets to I want you to know something about women. And I don't care what they say. I want you to know something about them because a lot of men really don't understand this and they be wondering why certain things happen to them with women, right? When women go so far wrong and do so much stuff wrong over and over and over and over and over, women will not work to get back to the right side, even though it just takes you saying, hey, I'm just going to do right. That's all it takes. It just takes one day you wake up, I'm going to do right. That's it. That's all it takes, right? Women won't do that. I've said it a bunch of times already. Women will rather switch to another man than try to get back good with the man that they've been doing wrong with. All the wrong that they're doing. What you talking about on there? What you talking about, KY? No matter who chooses which direction to go, the man still has to fix it. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. No matter what direction you go, the man got to fix it. That is exactly right. And this is what's important. So you have to realize as a man, if you're living with a terrorist or you're living with an uplifter and a helper, women need to know and men need to know. Women need to know so that way they basically, when you're a terrorist, that man is a victim. When you're a terrorist, that man is your victim. He is a victim. 100%. When you are a terrorist in your home, ladies, that man is a victim. He's a victim of you damaging everything. Yeah, you're right. If it go wrong, it go wrong. Then it's on you. And they will figure out a way to blame you, whether they try to cry about it, whether they just yell about it and say it's your fault. They will figure out a way to blame you, but it don't matter. See, this is what's important. That's why it's important for you to know whether your woman is a terrorist or uplifter. You need to know the two. If you don't know the two, you will fall for her saying it's your fault. But if you are if you know, okay, my woman, I am with a terrorist of a woman. And then when you start thinking back and you be like, hold on. That's why that happened. She's terrorizing me. She's terrorizing me. That's why that happened. That's why that happened. This woman is terrorizing me. With every move I make, I cannot even move 100 miles an hour because I know if I make a move and I know for sure this move is going to be made, I know 9 times out of 10, she's going to do something to contradict it and it's going to mess up. It's every time. So that's how you know if you're with a terrorist. And you feel different. When you're with an uplifter, she got your back and you don't fight with her. There's no arguments. She has your back. No matter what happens, an uplifter has your back. You will never hear her in any wrongs she does, any wrongs a uplifter does, she'll say it out loud. She'll bring it up to you. She'll be like, hey, man, I want to make sure that the other day that I did what I did, I want to make sure you know I'm sorry about that. She'll bring it up to your attention, that the wrong that she did. And she'll bring it up and then talk to you about it and then let you know that she was wrong and that she apologized. That's an uplifter. A terrorist will wreck the house, will wreck every decision. An uplifter, sometimes men knowingly make the bad choices trying to please women. Yes, I advocate for men not giving women a choice of anything. See, this is what I asked this girl I spoke. This is what I ask. I ask her, I say, what do you do on your time off? When you're not working, what do you do? And she'll be like, oh, I'm sleeping, I'm doing this, I'm on Instagram, I'm this, I'm that. So you got to realize, what do? I learned how to do a podcast. I learned how to shoot videos. I learned how to do studio equipment. I learned how to do that. I taught myself this. I'm teaching myself something to better myself for the future. If you're a man of a man, then you're going to be doing stuff like that. You don't sit around wasting time. You're going to learn how to, and then this man, K. Walla Pimp, he learned how to put solar panels on his house, his damn self. He didn't wait on some man to come do it. He learned how to do it himself. He taught himself this, teach himself. That's what people do. So, but if you notice, I don't care if you cheat, and I stopped saying cheat because that's not cheating. I just say it so you can connect as a woman, but it's not cheating. And I guarantee you, fellas, if you have a woman and she knows that you won't go out to get another woman, if she not her get another man, if she knows that you won't ever think about going to get another woman, she's gonna fucking treat you fucking horrible. If she knows, if she can scare you, and if she can scare you into making her think that she's the only one that you ever look at, and she can tell you what you're looking at, and she can do that, man, she's gonna treat you horribly. I never in a million years tell a woman that I would only look at her. She's the only one that I'm looking at. Man, hell no. I will never lie to a woman like that. Never. Because I think if you say that, I think if you say that as a man, you should be held to that. Like, you should be held to that. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to tell a woman that type of lie, you need to be held to it, and you really don't need to be doing it. That's why I tell all the women, hey, don't be doing that. Don't think I'm just going to do that. But men, you need to realize whether your girlfriend, wife, you need to realize if this woman is a terrorist. This is very important. This is very important. And I tell every man, you need to lose all respect in your body. Every ounce of respect that you have, you need to lose it. Respecting your body is very dangerous for you. You don't need to have respect. You need to have self-love for yourself. Do not, under no circumstances, if your woman or your friends or anybody says that you are a respectful man, they telling you you're weak. They're telling you that they can take advantage. They're telling you that they know that hey, I can get over on this man. You see what I'm saying? But if you got self-love for yourself, I'm gonna give you a story. I'm gonna tell you a story right now. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all a story.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb.
I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Something that just happened to me not too long ago. The story is that, well, it's two stories. The first story is that I was working on this contract. I was in Indiana and I was working on this job site. I got my own safety company. I'm working with this company, and this young black dude he's the superintendent, and he brought his wife along. She's the aide, like she helps in like a secretary basically. Now the first day that we arrived on the job site, this is a job site from scratch. Like we just arrived, they brought the trailers in like from scratch. The second day we arrived on the job site, the guy pulls up, and I got to know him that first day. Cool dude, cool people. The first day, they pull up. I mean, the second day they pull up, and all I smell is weed, marijuana. That's all I smell, marijuana. He's on the job site, right? All I smell is marijuana. That's all I smell. I'm like, what? He pulls up next to me, and I'm like, what the hell? I smell all of it. I'm like, whoa. Then, and the car doors are closed on their car. And I'm like, okay. And you got to think the owner's rep is on the job site as well. So he opens the door and gets out first. And all I smell is just weed. It's just so much weed. I'm like, God damn. Wow. And I smell the weed, and I'm like, dude, I say, hey, bro, you been smoking? And it's another black dude. So the only reason why I said something to him because he was black. That's the only reason why I said anything, trying to help out, trying to do. That's the only reason why. Besides that, I wouldn't have said nothing. Right? I wouldn't have said anything. Right? So after that, the next day, about 2 days later, we going back and forth. The owner comes, he takes us out to lunch. He, just takes us out to lunch, do all this stuff, right? And then the day after that, he takes us to lunch again. He takes us to lunch, and he just taking us to lunch. Well, the dude and his wife, they chilling, and then after that, the owner leaves. The owner of the company leaves, and then the next day I go to eat at the same restaurant we've been going to eat at. Well, the dude, the guy, the super, he messages me and asks me if I can buy him and his wife some food to eat. He messaged me and said, I can pay you back. Can you buy something to eat? And I'm like, okay. I'm like, I don't really do that because I don't want nobody owing me. I don't know you like that. But I was like a respectful guy, right? I was a respectful guy. And I bought him something to eat. And I told him, I say, why don't you come up here and get it? He says, bring it to me. Okay. A respectful guy, right? Respectful guy. I take the food to him, but I'm like, hold up. Then I noticed that the owner came back that day. I was like, oh shit, old boy back. So he done took us to eat 50 times already. So I didn't feel right bringing that food in there to them. And I didn't bring nothing for old boy that was buying my food the whole week. So I told him to tell his wife, to go out to my travel. I say, go out to the van and go get it. I'm not finna be eating in front of this man. And he done bought us lunch 50 times. So I go inside. It's a big meeting going on. So while I'm getting my lunch, they have a meeting or whatever. I come in on the meeting. It's all good. So after that, the girl go get the food. The dude leave. We on the site, just me, the black superintendent and his girlfriend, his wife. We on the site by ourselves. Well, the girl, his wife starts asking me to change some type of JSA. She starts to tell me to change it up with the company name. I say, I can't do that. They need to run that through their people. I'm not going to be accountable if something ain't on there and then something happened on it and then it's not filled out. I'm going to be accountable for that. No, I'm not doing that. So she starts arguing with me. The secretary starts arguing with me, and I'm the site safety director over 4 sites, and she's arguing with me. And she's a terrorist, right? So this is the important part. His wife is a terrorist, right? She's always butting in on his conversations, always like making him look silly in front of like correcting him in front of people. He don't even know that this woman is a terrorist. He has no idea. This woman is correcting him in front of other people, other company owners, and she's doing it while we in the meeting. She's yelling out corrections to him. This woman is a terrorist. She wants his spot or either wants something else or something like that. So that's not it. So after that, I tell him why I'm talking to him, going back and forth. I say, look, man, I'm not talking to you. I said to her, I say, man, I'm not talking to you. I'm gonna talk to you, which is her husband, right? I get to talking to him and he like, oh man, I say, look, man, he started making her job easier, trying to do stuff, get people to make her job easier. That's why he shouldn't have had her on the job site. She's never done the job before. So he's going to risk his whole superintendent, whatever, over her, right? Trying to help her out. And then she's trying to help her out. So that's why she's always correcting him, because she wants people to say, oh man, your wife knows what she's talking about. I need a superintendent on another project. That's what she's trying to do. She's trying to take his spot. But that's neither here nor there. So another thing. So right after that happens, I end up having to leave the job site for a family emergency. I leave the job site. I get to the house, and then they was like, take your time, take however long you want. It was a death in the family. Take your time, take however long you want. I was like, bet. So I took 2 weeks, and because the job just started, we were just out there just not even doing nothing, actually. So I took 2 weeks, and then the dude, I ain't gonna say his name, the superintendent hits me up, was like, oh, how you doing? Which I'm talking to the owner. The owner tells me to take my time. The project manager, the young black dude, he's like, yeah, what's up? When you coming back? I'm like, bro, I'm talking to the owner. He's telling me, hey, take your time, whatever. Well, I end up not wanting to go back because my money good. So I didn't even need to travel to go get it. She wants to go by what she thinks is, yeah, exactly. You right, KY. She wanted to go by what she think is professional. Exactly. So basically I've been a respectful man this whole time. So being respectful, people take that as a weakness. Okay? Other people, men and women, take that as a weakness. If you was respectful in the jungle, you would die in 3 seconds. So while I'm sitting there, I come home, I handle what I'm handling, and I had a company phone, iPhone. And the dude messaged me. I hit him up and tell him, hey, I'm not coming back to the job. I'm going to mail you the iPhone. Well, I get busy. A couple of days pass by, and then he messages me and he says that if you don't send this phone back, I'm gonna call the police on you. You're gonna go to jail for whatever. Which I know better. I know the law. That's a civil matter. That's not criminal. That's civil. That's a civil matter. That's not criminal. But there's a difference between respectful and being a man of your word. I'm a man of my word. So I'm not gonna take something that ain't belong to me. So I wasn't worried about what he was saying. I was gonna send it back regardless. But when he messaged me and he threatened me, he threatened me because I've been respectful. I bought him and his girlfriend dinner when they didn't have money. I was talking respectful even when his wife was coming at me wrong. So I literally laid the rules out for this man to do what and talk how he wanted to talk to me, right? So I'm like, okay. So he threatens me and I end up talking to the owner. He says, okay, bam. He sends me the money so I can ship it. I ship the phone, all said and done. Now this is where I can't sleep at night. Now, I can't sleep because I know that this man think that I was weak because I was respectful. I can't even sleep at night. So you know what I did? Something that I rarely ever do because I'm such a respectful guy and I'm getting out of that. I'm getting out of the respectfulism. That's poison in my body. I don't want to answer. Now me having dignity and carrying myself with love and dignity, that's different from respect. That's different. Self-love and dignity is gonna make me keep my word. But also self-love will not let you talk to me a certain way either, right? Respect will let somebody talk to you how they want to. Self-love won't let them do that. So basically, respect is you giving them people clearance to hurt you. Self-love is protecting you from other people. You see the difference? So what I did, because I couldn't sleep and I knew that, hey, I looked like a sucker. So what I do, I told the company owner that him and his wife be smoking weed on the job site. Hey, I told. And really, that's me taking my respect back. And because he gonna know, because me and him and the other company, the owner was the only one, so he know who did it. So that, you see what I'm saying? That's me, and that's something I would never usually do. But I had to go, and that's a problem. See, I was raised by a single mother, so she put a whole lot of respect in me. So when I was young, women used to run over me. Women used to terrorize me. And I used to sit there and take it because my mama told me to be respectful. I was sitting there taking it because I had no self-love for myself. I didn't have no self-love. All I was filled up to the brim in respect. And everywhere I went, everybody took advantage of me. A lot of money I lost. My children, I didn't get to see my children because I had my baby mamas knew that this boy is respectful. He ain't gonna do shit to me. He is too nice. He is too respectful. He ain't gonna do shit to me. I'm gonna do what I want to. So it's kind of my fault that I didn't get to see my children because I was so respectful. So that's when it's saying you got to realize as a man, two things. You got to realize, am I respectful or do I have self-love and dignity for myself? There's a difference. If you are respectful, you know, because your girlfriends and people, not even just your girlfriends, but people around you going to treat you as such. They're going to treat you like you're respectful. So you need to know as a man that first. Am I respectful or do I have self-love for myself? Self-love won't let nobody run over you, man. Self-love won't let nobody disrespect you. Self-love won't let nobody tell you where to put your dick. Self-love won't let no woman tell you where to go. Self-love won't let nobody tell you what to do. Self-love won't let nobody tell you this. Self-love will make you confident in your choices so you don't need to hear her fucking mouth. That's what self-love does. Now what you say down here? You say in the old Western days, to be considered a gentleman was seen as a weak. Yes, exactly. Women never tried to kill it. No, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. That's 100%. That's 1,000%. That is a good thing. In the Western days, respectful was known that they didn't, man, you call a man respectful back then, they'll hurt you in the Western days. because they understood something that we apparently don't understand in today's time. You cannot be walking around with all of this respecting you. You got to have self-love and dignity. That's two different things. Self-love will make you protect yourself and people around you. Self-respect will make everybody run over you and your family. You allow people to run over your family too. Your daughters, your sons, your wife. With the self-respect will allow people to run over you. Please, for every man out there, lose every ounce of respect that you have in your body. Only love yourself. Love yourself, you will exude confidence. Loving yourself will be like, hey, I know what I'm doing. Even when you mess up, you love yourself to keep pushing on and you'll get it right eventually. And then if you love yourself, you know you confident enough to do the job, so you don't need to hear your wife. And even if you hear your wife or your girlfriend, it don't matter to you. It don't matter. You know how to do it. So that's why every man out here, when he's by himself, mountains are climbing. Bam, bam. You getting bam, 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 bam. Or when you make a choice without your woman in your ear, the choice is better. But women will look at men and be like, man, something wrong with him. Why ain't he like he was when I first met him? Well, that's because you're terrorizing in the household. And he got to think about every decision before he make it, because he knows if I make this decision, she's going to do something to contradict or counteract this decision. So now it looks like to her that you're not moving with confidence. Well, I'm confident in me. I'm just not confident in what you're going to be doing next. Okay, that's what it is. But of course, it's your fault. And the thing is, when you have self-love, guys, even when you talk to your woman, she's going to know that there's love that's talking. See, the problem is when you start going and operating in self-respect and stuff like that, that's when you're going to try to demand her to respect you. When you can't, I don't care how big you is, you can't demand it. You can't demand her to respect you. I'm going to tell you, if you're traveling, if you're in self-love and you engulfed up to the top in self-love and not an ounce of respect in your body, she's going to respect you. But if you respect her, which you never should do, you should never give a woman respect. You only give her love. You only give out what you're supposed to fill yourself with. That's the only thing you give out. You're supposed to fill yourself with self-love and dignity. So all you give out to her is love and dignity. That's it. You don't give her respect. Because the moment you start giving your woman respect is the moment you don't have any self-love for yourself. And you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Now, for the women, you're not supposed to have any love in your body. It's poison. Women are not supposed to have any love in their body. When it comes to men, women are not supposed to have any love in their body for men. And if you're a man and you date a woman, you notice that they don't love you. They don't love you. You notice that. Right? You notice it. You notice that they don't love you. If you put someone once before, yep, you already messed up. You're exactly right. And that's anybody. That you right. If you put anybody once above yours as a man, this is as a man. Women supposed to put her needs, women are not supposed to put her needs first. Because the reason why women are not supposed to put their needs first, because the man is already protecting her and doing everything. So if she puts her first, then everything is on her. Everything, everything there's nothing left for the man. That the man gets nothing back. And nobody wants to be in a relationship where you get nothing back. So that's why it's real important for a woman not to have any type of love in her body. So this is what happens when a woman has love in her body. So when a woman has love in her body, I mean, a drop of love will spoil a woman. Will spoil her rotten. What love makes her do? Love makes her argument argue with you. Like the dude I was working with on that job site, his woman had a lot of self-love, a lot of pride, a lot of self-love, right? So that's why she always overtalked him. That's why she always shamed him in front of everybody and making him look bad. That's what self-love does to a woman. Self-love puts her in a bad position. Okay? Because she is love is for leaders. Love is for leaders. Respect is for the rear. Respect belongs, you're supposed to have self-respect when you're walking behind somebody, because self-respect is like, I respect your authority. I respect what you tell me. So that's why it's bad for a man to have respect in his body. Because anytime you have respect, that means you respecting what somebody's doing or saying to you. And you can't do that as a leader. You can't do that. Grandpa ate first, made plate all the time. Finally, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. Made all the decision, made all of the final calls. No, he needed to see, that's the thing. As black people, the only way we gonna get the black community out of rut we in is to say, fuck what the woman talking about. Fuck what the black woman talking about. That's the only way that things are gonna get better. Because it's been a long time that everybody was worried about what Big Mama said. Your grandpa was in the back chilling. The only one that talked to you was Big Mama or my dear or this person. The grand never said nothing. So I blame it on my grandpa. To why I had respect in my body, it was that nigga fault, because he was not taking the lead. And everybody, grandpa. All the older men, the 60 and 70-year-old men, you better not try to tell me shit, nigga. You better not try to tell me shit, because you soft. Y'all are soft. Y'all are soft men, and y'all the reason why these women are out of control. Y'all the reason why the black woman don't see. The thing is, man, black women do not like black men. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because we allow them to do what they want to do. And they're not getting the results that they want. We allow them to dress and wear weaves and do all. We don't make them. They don't like us because they're not getting the results of the white woman. They're not getting the results of the Chinese and the Indian and the Mexican. They're not getting the results. That's why they don't like us. But we were taught by our sorry ass uncles and our sorry ass grandpas. We were taught by these weak ass, respectable ass men. None of them had no self-love. None of them. I would be able to say that, Kay. Well, I'll say that. I would say that we were taught by, because basically, when I say we were taught, meaning that, how about this? Anytime now that I'm older, right? Anytime I go to one of my relatives' house, who house are you saying you going to? Who house do you say you going to? Like for my aunt Belle, I don't say I'm going to my Uncle Ralph. I say I'm going to Belle house. When I say I'm going down the street from my grandma live at, I say I'm going to Medea's. I didn't say I was going to Pop House. I said I was going to Medea's. I didn't say I was going. I say I go to Tammy house. I'm going over to Tammy's. So if I'm lying, then that man's name would be on our tongues, saying that's where we're heading to of ownership. But no, the woman was in front. And just in our speech patterns, we say, we put the woman in ahead of the man. And that's the man's fault in that house. That's the man's fault in that house. And that shit rolled over to me and rolled over to you. And your mother's going to teach you how to be soft. She's not going to teach you to be hard because she don't want you bucking at her. she don't want you bucking at her, so she gonna raise you to be soft. See, you see how it came right back around again? You see how it came right back on around? You see what I'm saying? So basically, all of these women, most of the women that are in my family, I don't think that they know that they're terrorists. They were just raised that way. That's why I say it's the grandparents and the older women's fault. I'm going to tell you one thing. This nigga I don't give a fuck about. So I'm going to go on and tell this story. I got what Eddie Murphy said, this is my house. Yeah, it is. Nothing from nothing means nothing. Yeah, exactly. So what I'm saying is that, let me tell you how much respect my uncles have. My uncles are very fucking respectful. So respectful. One of my uncles, his wife cheated on him. Now let's go on and ride. His wife cheated on him. No, not you're right. You're right, Uncle Lewis, but you see how respectful Aunt Lisa is. Aunt Lisa is so respectful. It just fills the room like she hugged you. It just, when you walk into by Aunt Lisa, it feels like she hugging you and she ain't even nowhere near you. You see what I'm saying? Uncle Lewis, we going over to Uncle Lewis' house. You're right. But if you see that dynamic, that woman hugged you without even touching you. You see what I'm saying? When you walk into everybody else's house where a woman's name is said, the kids gonna be out of order. The kids ain't gonna be doing what they supposed to do. The son's gonna be lazy. The daughter's gonna be not listening. Most of them not gonna be married. Most of them not gonna have no baby daddies even in the picture. They're gonna be with another dude and another dude. But yeah, let me go back to this story. My uncles are very weak. Now, I ain't gonna say weak. I'm gonna say respectful, but that's taken as a weakness. Okay? The story is that one of my uncles got cheated on by his wife. She left him, divorced him, and she started dating a woman and was gone for I don't know how many years, 5, 6 years, something like that. Right? Was gone for about 5, 6 years. Then, I guess somewhere along the line, she started noticing that, hey, I'm getting old. The streets wasn't good to her. You know, the streets wasn't good to her, wasn't treating her no good. So what did she do? She went back to the nigga and he took her back and they live together right now and they ain't even shit. That's what you call respecting your body. If you leave me, I'm not taking you back. Will I scratch your back? Meaning, will I crack your back? Yeah. Will I take you back? Man, no. You are no longer under my protection because you, lady, are a terrorist. You are a terrorist. Because one thing about a woman, before she leaves, she already left, meaning she not going to leave without having somebody else that she talking to. And you can notice in the way that she acting, her respect level then went so down because there's another man. That woman's a terrorist. But you, as a man, let her do what she do. Let her do what she do. But then you just have that self-love. You don't be afraid of being alone. Because you don't need her to survive. She needs you to survive. You don't need her to survive. She needs you to survive. So just wait around. Another woman gonna come through. Hey, I'm just being real, man. I don't know how to bullshit no more, man. I lost that. I don't know how to do it no more, man. Yes, they only do it for something to fall back on. I don't know how to bullshit no more. You know why? because I got self-love for myself. Anytime I had respect, I would hold my tongue and not tell the truth. And that would cause me to miss out so many things. That would cause me to miss out on so many things because I had too much self-respect in me, man. Do not, if a woman tells you or anybody say, if somebody say, oh, like me, they like, oh, Chris, yeah, man, Moke, yeah, man, that boy, he's a respectful man. Man, I'll be like, what you call me? That's like calling me the N-word or something. If somebody say you a respectful man, I'll probably fight him. I'll probably fight him. Real talk. You call me a respectful man if you want to. You call me respectful if you want to. No. Now I got a brother-in-law. Man, he always keep his word. But to me, he don't seem respectful. He just seem honorable. He just seem like he keep his word. He just seem like he keep his word. He just honorable. Keeping your word is self-love. Keeping your word is self-love, man. When you got self-love, and another thing, let me talk to you fellas about. Stop apologizing to these women, man. Stop apologizing. Don't ever apologize. Never. Stop apologizing. Know that the decision you made or whatever you made it for, because one thing I do know, there are some understanding. Yeah, there you go. There are some bad men out here in the world. It just is. It's some bad men out here, and them ain't the men I'm talking to. Well, kinda. Well, I'm kind of talking to them because if they need to hear this, then they can get on course, right? Because it's real easy to get on course. It's not hard. When I say stop apologizing, meaning that whatever decision that you made, I don't know too many men out here that really go out of their way to hurt, to do things wrong to the women that they with. I'm not talking about her version of wrong, because you telling her no is wrong to her. So I'm not talking about her version and her feelings. I'm talking about factually. I don't know any men that go out of their way to just be like, I'm about to hurt this woman. So any decision you make, even if it's like, if you got to cuss the bitch out, even if you got to cuss out, you did it for a reason. Cuss the bitch out, move on. Cuss out, move on. Cuss her out and move on. Do not apologize. Because apology, and if anybody, those who watching, apology is a form of respect. Do not apologize. Unless it was something you mistakenly done, then that's just being honorable. That's different. You drop something and you break it, you mistakenly do something, you didn't have no. But if you did something because something happened and you did it, don't apologize for it. Never. Don't ever apologize for that. Never.
No.
And y'all already know when y'all start apologizing, you see stuff get way worse. And the only way that you and your woman are gonna get along is if you start having self-love and you start respecting her. You start respecting her opinion. That don't mean be mean to her. That just means know what you're doing and stop, and don't consult her, don't apologize, don't be mean to her. She might think it's mean, but you're not being mean. If she say, let's go here, and you're like, no, we're not doing it. That's not mean. That's you saying no. And you're going to do what you say do, not what she says do. And you got to start out with stuff like that. You got to start out with just telling her no. No, we're not doing that. And if she starts going against what you said because you said it, that means she's a terrorist, brother. That means she is a terrorist. That's what that means. That means you are living with a terrorist. And when you live with a terrorist, that woman is capable of anything. She is capable of doing anything to you at that point. So you need to know. And women, you need to know which one you are. You need to know which one you are. As ladies, women, you need to know which one you are. You need to know, do I uplift him? Do I tell him I respect him? Now I know a bunch of dudes that ain't never heard their woman say that they respect. They'll say they love him. When I tell you women can't love men, they can't love you. It's not possible. I tell you what, it is possible. A woman can only love you if she don't respect you. A woman can love you if she don't respect you. But if she respects you, she can't love you. You can't do both. Just like you can love your girl, but you shouldn't respect her. And if you respect her, you don't love her. Because if you respect her, love is protection and putting boundaries around something and giving out authority and telling somebody what to do and protecting them and saying that what you need to do is telling them what you need to do and not what they want to hear. That's what love is. Putting boundaries around something. So if your woman putting boundaries around you, that means she don't respect you and she love you. And every man on this planet, if he had a choice between a woman loving him and respect him, they're going to choose respect 100 times out of 100. So if you want your woman to respect you, tell her to stop saying she love you. Matter of fact, you want to know, I said this already. If you want to know if your woman respects you and if she on your team, tell her to bow to you. Tell her, everybody who watching, tomorrow, tell your wife or girlfriend to bow her head to you and see if she'll do it. And see, this is the funny thing. Most women, what you say here? Let me see. A lot of people loved Jesus and watched, exactly, marched it on right across, exactly. Worship God so they don't go to hell. Thank you. If a lot of people love Jesus, but they let him walk on through there and take him and hang him on that damn stick, didn't they? Good point. They loved Jesus, but they took him right on there and they didn't help him. No, you see the thing? They didn't love Jesus. They respected Jesus. See the difference? You see? They didn't love him. You see how love has a certain reaction. Love has a certain reaction. Love has a certain reaction. Love is jumping in front of a bullet for somebody. Respect is letting that person jump in front of the bullet for you. You see the difference? You see the difference? Then you hear that. You hear that. Love is jumping in front of the bullet. Love is when you jump in front of the bullet. Respect is when you allow somebody to jump in front of the bullet for you. Now, you see why your woman or your wife or your girlfriend cannot love you, because she wants you to jump in front of the bullet for her. So she can't love you. Love has a certain reaction. Love is just not a word. Love is an action. Love is an actual action. You can act out love in a movie scene. And love is not going to look like you know what love looks like with a woman? When a woman has a newborn baby and a little bitty baby, how a woman will just automatically, without thinking, jump in front of something to protect that child without even thinking, right? That's love. So a woman can love another woman. Woman can love other women and children and even dogs and cats. But under no circumstances, and I don't care who you are. I don't care who the woman is. Under no circumstances. There's not any special circumstances. It's not your girl. It's not your wife. It's not your mama. Your mama don't even love you no more. Women cannot love men. It's not possible. You see the actions. A woman will jump in front of a bullet for a baby, but she'll push you in front of the bullet. She'll push the man in front of the bullet. And if he don't jump in front of the bullet, if he runs, she'll be like, what you running from? Ain't you gonna go and do that? See? She don't love you. Love won't allow you to die. Okay, put it this way. People say they love the soldiers. They love American soldiers. No, they don't. They respect soldiers, and that's what this is about. This is on the same situation as bowing. And stop opening up the doors for your woman, your car door. Stop doing that. That's showing her respect. Stop doing that. Stop opening up car doors for women. Now, if you're walking into a building, you can open up the door, that's fine. But walking around and putting in extra effort to go open up, see, walking in front of the car door is like, that's a protection thing. Like, because, walking into a building and you open the door for her, that's basically like you looking in there to make sure everything good. You open the door and you say it's okay for her to go. That's when you open the door for somebody, like a door going into a building. But when you open the car door, she's she's standing there with her hands by her side and refuses to touch the doorknob because you are a soft man. And she said, you better get over here and you better open this door for me. I will never, ever open up the car door for a woman in my entire life. The only way I would do that is if we carrying stuff. If I got something in my hand, I'm carrying something and she carrying something, and I know I can lift it easier, I will open the door for her to make it easier for her, but I'm not going to close that motherfucker. I'm not going to close it. That's for goddamn sure.
No.
I'm not going to close that motherfucker. That's for sure. I'm not going to close it. That's for sure. So stop doing these things, man. If you stop doing these type of things, things will work out better. She'll start feeling better about herself and start feeling better about you. Because women don't like the burden. They don't even like not listening. Women just don't listen because they just don't listen. They just don't. So if you having problems with your woman or your wife, and you like, man, she just don't know. That's just them. That's why they need leadership. They stupid. They dumb. Come on, man. They dumb. Stop treating your wife like she's smart. Stop treating your wife or your girlfriend like they smart. They don't know shit. They don't care. They don't care. Stop treating them like they smart. They're not. They're not smart. That's why they all mad all the time. Because you putting all this responsibility on them. Stop putting all this responsibility on them. Stop it. Tell her this is what you do, okay? This is what you do, okay? This is what you do. This is what you do. You tell her I said, shut the fuck up. That what you tell her I say. Because if you don't have enough self-love to take the blunt force of what she gonna say next, tell her I said it. Tell her Moke say to tell you to shut the hell up. If you can't take it, tell her to call in. I'll tell her to shut the hell up. I'll tell her to shut the hell up. you're right. Love is just a word and too much pride. That's what I tell you. Pride in a woman's body and love in a woman's body is poison. So if your woman walk around with a lot of pride and self-love and always trying to, then your woman is a terrorist. She's terrotic. And that's a word, I don't even know if it's a real word, but it sound like it fit. God damn it, she is terrotic. Chaotic and a terrorist. We gonna mix them words together. She terrotic. We mixing them two words together. Terrotic. Now, if you can sound it out, spell it for me, because I don't even know how it would spell. Okay, so man, y'all just remember that. Who you living with? Who you sleeping next to? Who you trying to build with? Who are you trying to build with? Is it even possible? Is it possible? Can you build with her? That's the question you need to ask yourself as a man. Because we only got one life. We got one life. And before I go, I'm going to tell you this. If your woman is constantly making a lot of mistakes over and over and over and over and over again, and you got to keep telling her about her mistakes, I'm going to tell you right now that you might as well leave this woman. Because if you don't leave this woman, she's basically setting her ground to get ready to leave. Because she's not going to work hard to get back in good graces with you. If all she do is mess up, does this, does that, does this, does that. If that's all she do, women do not work for men's. They don't work. They won't work hard for a man to get back. They rather just leave and try again. Now they're going to hit you back later, but they're going to try to leave. Okay? So just remember that. Women, don't be terrotic. Realize that don't be mad at your man's failure if you've been the one sitting around helping him fail and making him fail. Don't be mad. Don't be sitting there getting mad. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Don't say nothing stupid. None of that. Just accept that you are a part of a failing team and you are probably the main reason why it's failing. Yeah. So if your relationship is failing, you are the main reason why, ladies. And this coming from the heart. You know why? Because I love you and I don't respect you. But I appreciate y'all watching, man. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. And I appreciate y'all watching. Welcome to the Moke Show. Goodbye to the Moke Show. And I'll catch y'all next time.